Hey everybody, it's time for another real life superhero intro, and this time it's time for another it's time for another skinny jeans sweatsuit with zipper, gloves, and tape, shades, and COVID mask intro for a new series of real life superhero videos. Instead of taking the daytime intros I already did and mixing them with the nighttime intros, for some odd reason, the next video I'm about to do, I never felt like doing it during the daytime, even though the daytime is when I wanted to do the video. And when I got done doing another video before it, it was close to nighttime, so I decided just to do another real life superhero intro for the nighttime with the same costume and with one different theme, and one theme kept the same. The theme songs. The walkout theme will be the Neat Flicks Something You Can Never Own song, and that will be mostly used as the outro for most videos. And the intro song, the first song that will play before I make my grand entrance, will be Jeff Hardy's, professional wrestler Jeff Hardy's Modest to the Top. So yeah, this is the daytime version. Once again, the topics will be the same. There will be various reviews, rants on social and current events and various forms of media and entertainment. So, with that being said, let me hit the music and get started right now.
This is to the top, the top. My destiny is at the top, the top. My destiny is past the top. Still my destiny is past the top. Straight to the top of the king, and nothing starts shining. Why they should know? No one is real and no one is still. To build the bands and dirt deals in a way that your body's as strong as we face in this life. There's a lot of time to get ready to showcase the skills you'll get at the right live your life. You're on this road. Show off the style you got in life. Show off the way to make it right. Make it to the top of motivation. Until you feel there's nothing more for you to do or say. Cause I got something to prove. I gotta take what I hate and finally make a move. I think of you and all the shit you don't do. Well, I'ma make hella sure that I don't become you. Have no regrets, yeah, I'm tired of my chest. I'll never forget what it's like to be in heaven. Stabbed in the back, right, I'll show you what happened. Pass me the mic and I'll show you with action. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you can never own. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you can never own. So fight and fight and fight for the things you know you love. To what you think is right, and you like to choose way. So fight and die for the things you know you love. To what you think is right, and you like to choose way. So give me all the scars, I'm a human being. Cover them with tattoos so you can't see. Knew it from the start, you had problems with me and the things I could be, I just wish I had seen. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you can never own. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you can never own.
Sup people, it's time for another real life superhero webcam, on camera webcam, comic book and picture novel, fan fiction, franchise, preview and debut. And this time, as you can see by the title, this time talking about the 1987 classic Bionic 6, which I've already reviewed the first season of on my on all of my social media based channels. Season 2 and 3 is coming within the next couple of weeks, and in the future the post episode review and review and reaction. So yeah, but this is the comic book picture novel. Yeah, the comic book picture novel fan fiction. Yeah, Bionic 6. Yeah, I decided to yeah, I still haven't finished watching all of the episodes, but I decided to skip to the end because for the most part, with the exception of the occasional two-parter, all the episodes were self-contained. So there was really no reason to watch it in order, episode by episode in order. So I just skipped to the end to see what the series finale was, and the series finale was terrible. It wasn't bad like from a writing standpoint or anything, but the series finale was a lame filler. The series finale was a lame filler episode. So just like Double Dragon, Street Fighter, and Mortal Kombat, and unlike the Centurions, which I did the last time, this will be another. Not only is this I said reboot franchise. This will be a sequel. This will be a sequel reboot, a continuation of this franchise. A continuation of this franchise of the 1980s franchise, and a brand new one set in this time period. So with that being said, let me make my grand entrance. Yeah, it's the same as the previous video. Only this time I'm going to be sitting down. Yeah, I want to show off more of the costume. So with that being said, let me make my grand entrance on camera. Yeah, Bionic 6. Bionic, yeah, like I said in the off-camera portion of this video, Bionic 6, yeah, the ending was atrocious. And it wasn't atrocious because like it was a bad episode or anything, or because it was poorly written. No, the ending was bad because it was a filler episode. It was a filler episode with really nothing resolved. It was your typical episode of the week format. The bad guys led by Dr.Scarab come up with a plan, scheme. They nearly succeed. However, Bionic 1 and his family, and his superhero family, always find a way to foil Dr. Scarab's scheme and beat him and his team in the end. And that's what happened here. In Dr. Scarab and his men Dr. Scarab and his team get away. They're not captured, killed. They're not permanently captured, killed, or or imprisoned for any of their crimes, and nothing is, like I said, nothing is truly resolved. It's an ongoing battle. It continues. It continues, but it doesn't continue because the show was canceled after that episode, and that is why I'm doing a picture novel, comic book, sequel, fan fiction, and a reboot, and a reboot set in a more modern time. So yeah, the Bionic 6, and this is another 1980s franchise that I want to come back. Yeah, hopefully someone sees this and makes a new animated series, and I'm working on a and I'm thinking about a video game adaptation of which is I got to get permission for the, I think it's NBC who owns the rights to this cartoon, and oh yeah, and a live action movie. I want Bionic 6 to come back. This is one of the coolest, not only one of the coolest cartoons of the 80s, but one of the best cartoons and ideas, period. So yeah, once again, cartoon and movies, I'm not going to be doing those, because when it comes to Bionic 6, I want to keep the Bionic 6 as they were in the 1980s. No race swaps, even though sometimes you can swap races. There have been several occasions where them changing races made a character better, or that particular race he or she did a good job did just as good of a job when she portrayed this when he or she portrayed this character. So yeah, you can do that, but I don't want to race swap. I want everyone to be as they were in the original 80s cartoon, just set in a modern time. You know how it is today. There's going to be woke political agendas that have nothing to do with the storyline or advancing the characters. They're just there to be hip, current, and immediately get praise and to cash in. And to cash in on what's popular and trendy nowadays, and that's not what I want. So yeah, I won't be involved in any animated series. The only way to keep these, just like I said in the Centurions, the only way to keep these characters as they were, is to do a comic book and picture novel, and a video game. The Toxic Crusaders cartoon and franchise from back in the day, based upon the legendary Toxic Avenger films. They're coming back with the video game that's supposed to be released sometime this year. An old school side scroller action, an old school story filled side scroller action beat 'em up game that picks right up where the final episode of the Toxic Crusaders left off. I want to do that for Centurion, Bionic 6, Centurions, and a bunch of other old school franchises. So yeah. So yeah, just like Double Dragon, just like Street Fighter, the animated series, and Mortal Kombat definitive around the animated series, this will be a sequel and a reboot, because yeah, the series, all of these series technically ended on cliffhangers. Street Fighter, the animated series, they technically got it. They got a climax, but there was still more Street Fighter games being released and more Street Fighter storylines to tell. Yeah. So it was just really Double Dragon, Mortal Kombat, and Bionic 6 that had endings that were left unresolved. In Mortal Kombat, the season finale, the series finale had Kitana leading a rebellion against Shao Kahn. That was actually a planned double cross between Shao Kahn and Shang Tsung and Shiva to lure the Earthrealmers into Outworld, where they will meet death at Shao Kahn's hands, just like in Mortal Kombat 2, and leave Earthrealm open for invasion, thanks to thanks to a last-minute plan from Raiden, they were able to save the day. They were able to save the day. They were able to save the day and return to their realm. However, they weren't able to completely free Kitana's realm from Shao Kahn, and the series ended after that. So it's not known what would have happened. Not knowing what would have happened next. That's why I'm doing the picture and comic book novel to showcase what happened next. Then you're at Double Dragon. In Double Dragon, they beat the second major antagonist of the series, the Shadow Khan, by burying him under rubble, and they defeated they foiled and defeated the Shadow Dragon in the series finale. However, it foiled his scheme. However, they just blasted him away. They didn't permanently kill or imprison him for all the things he did in the show. That was one thing. And two, they never freed their mother from the abyss, from the abyss realm, and they never found their father, John Lee. Three unresolved plot lines in that cartoon. So yeah. So yeah, this was my short thoughts. The next video will be the actual artwork. This is the same as my 3 videos, just like the Centurion, same as my those videos. So this one is webcam. The next one will be the actual art style, and the third and fourth part of the video will be the picture novels and video games themselves. Keep saying picture novels, because like I said, even though comic books are more popular, I like picture novels more. They're easier to produce. The only problem is there's a whole lot of writing. So yeah, I'm finished. You want to hear the rest of the music and see the rest of my mannerisms? Turn the video off right now.
Cause I got something to prove. I gotta take what I hate and finally make a move. I think of you and all the shit you don't do. Well, I'ma make hella sure that I don't become you. Have no regrets outside of my chest. I'll never forget what it's like to be in debt. Been stabbed in the back bed, I'll show you what happens. Pass me the mic and I'll show you with action. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you could never own. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you could never own. So fight and die for the things you know you love. Do what you think is right, and you like to let you fight. So fight and die for the things you know you love. Do what you think is right, and you like to let you fight. So give me all the scars, I'm a human. you can't see. Knew it from the start, you had problems with me, and the things I could be, I just wish I had seen. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you can never own. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you can never own. So fight and fight and die for the things you know you love. Do what you think is right, and your life do what you want. So fight and die